Alright guys, so today's game plan is to fix this mirror that I blew up on my e90 a couple weeks ago. I was driving down the road and I hit a stick on this front wheel up here, and I think it catapulted it up, and then the stick like chopped into the mirror right here and blew off the back plastic cover, and the mirror part exploded as well. So I ordered a new one from eBay, pretty cheap, 50 bucks. Hopefully it fits. Let's get into it. Alright, so the tools I needed for this job were some door panel removal tools, or trim tools, whatever you want to call them, just to help pop the door panel off. I used this Torx screwdriver. I think this is a T20, not 100% sure. If you have a whole set, it's really useful to find the right size. Use these for the 4 screws underneath the trim, which releases the panel from the door. And then I also needed a T30 torque as well, and that was for the 3 screws holding the mirror to the door. And that's really all you need for this job. Alright, so the first thing I do is remove this piece of trim right here. It just snaps in on the back. As you can see, it's sort of like a little screw almost. Let's see if it'll focus. Maybe. But these screw-like things basically just snap into this door panel here, and I just start on the outside edge and I kind of just slip my finger in it, boom, and then the whole thing snaps out all the way down. Just a quick note, I realized on this door trim, on the back here, there's like this black tooth thing that sort of like hooks around the door panel. When you install it, it hooks back here. I think it'd be better to start pulling the trim from the front of the door, or like, yeah, the front of the door, I guess, versus back here, because I think once it's free, you could kind of slide it back this way, versus starting back here, you risk breaking off that tooth when you pop this end out like that, sort of, you know? Not 100% sure on that, but just a thought. Just be careful when you're pulling the trim. And then next, we're gonna use one of these torque bit screwdrivers, and there's a couple screws up in these gaps up in here. We're gonna take those out. It's like 2 or 3 screws, and then we should be able to pop this door panel all the way off. I also forgot to mention, you gotta pop this thing off too. Boom. And you have another screw right up here that's gotta come out. Same size as the 3 that were behind the trim. Next thing I'm gonna use these like door panel removal tools to, I'm gonna slip it in underneath this edge here on the door, boom, and then just pop this panel off. It's just held in by a bunch of little plastic clips. I'll show you here in a second. Now there's a gap sort of back here. I'm just gonna use my fingers. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm just gonna pop this thing off. When the panel comes off, there's a couple plugs on the back end, like speaker, window control, and a couple tiny stuff like that. And then you also have your door handle like release mechanism here. Runs like from the lock to the latch here in the door and everything. So that just pops out real easy. Clips in right back here. It's gonna be sitting in there sort of like that, and just pop it out. All right, now I'm gonna take off, I think this is like a tweeter cover up here. Yeah, so I didn't know if this was gonna be held in by clips or anything, but it's really not. I just started on this bottom edge here, and it sort of peels back off of this metal lip. Just be gentle, and sure enough, it looks like these are the 3 bolts that we need to access in order to swap this mirror out. All right, it looks like it's gonna be a T30. You got this one plug right here. There's a little release on it. You just press this little tab on the back here, pop it out, and then this literally just pulled straight out. There it is. Old busted one. There she is, new one. It's got the black plastic cover on it. It actually has a mirror in it. And same plug it looks like. Same mounting holes. Should be a direct fit, 50 bucks on eBay. Sweet. Time to slap it in. We did it, guys. The new mirror has successfully been installed. I'm gonna double check the seal on the other side. Make sure it looks right, but I think we're good. Yep, the mirror goes over the seal. I was wondering if that had to tuck behind, but it definitely goes over, at least on this one. So I snapped the door panel back into place. Just be very careful to line up those holes for those plastic clips. Otherwise they will break. I've had to replace tons of them over the years because I've had these panels on and off many times for door lock replacements and speakers and random stuff like that. Now I'm just gonna put these screws back in. We got one up here and then we got 3 along here. Then the trim will go back on. And then I think that'll be it. Well, that went a lot easier than I expected, but hopefully the mirror doesn't fall off anytime soon. Feels pretty good. The color matches surprisingly well. I was a little worried about that, but OEM black looks pretty consistent. And now it is good to go. So if you ever smash your mirror, whether it's on a stick or a mailbox or a trash can or whatever, not too difficult to fix. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks, guys. Happy wrenching.